Hello, everybody. Welcome to our SUSpisode podcast, presented to you by SUS. We just wanted to acknowledge that we live, work, and play on the traditional and unceded territories of the Tsleil-Waututh, Musqueam, Squamish, and Coast Salish people.
Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. Hey, guys. Welcome back to the SUS podcast.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We have some very, very special guests today, and we're going to do a little intro of them. So, Talia and I will start first. My name is Erin. I'm in second year neuroscience, and I'm one of your on-cams.
My name's Talia. I'm also in second year neuroscience, and I am also an on-cam.
I'm Naomi. I'm in third year. I'm majoring in microbiology and minoring in nutritional science.
And I'm Nicholas, also majoring in microbiology and immunology and in my fourth year.
Amazing. So today's icebreaker question is, what are you looking forward to the most this month?
Ooh. Do you guys have anything that's like exciting in your lives?
My cousin, who's 19, is getting married. I'm her maid of honor.
Wow.
So we're going to have a little bachelorette thing.
Oh,
coming
slay.
up, so yeah.
Amazing.
I am looking forward to 1 month closer to graduating.
Very exciting.
So, wrapping up projects, making decisions about what I'm doing for the next couple of years of my life. So that's exciting.
Amazing.
Very cool.
How about you, Talia?
I'm so excited to be done midterms.
I was about to
TBH.
say the exact same thing.
Yeah.
I'm so ready to be done.
Yeah. I have 4 over the next 2 weeks. So it's going to be pretty miserable from here on out.
Yep.
And I just bombed one today.
No.
No. Surely not.
No. It was all good.
Surely. Oh, actually, speaking of midterms, guys, this is such a natural segue. How do you study for your courses?
For me, I really find it helpful to chat with others about what I'm studying. So as opposed to like doing it completely solitary, describing things out loud, I'm more of like a visual vocal person as opposed to just like passive reading.
Yeah, I would agree. I also tend to utilize Piazza a lot in the same way because it helps to like answer people's questions, and that helps me study. I also...
Instructor endorsed.
Yes.
Oh, that feels so good.
That validation, though.
Yeah.
You get the little check mark.
Yeah.
I love it when that happens.
Yeah, and then also just trying to like explain things, like Nicholas said, like the Freeman technique, kind of like trying to explain things out loud, to see if I understand it and can explain it.
Right.
That helps me.
Wait, what is the Freeman technique? Is it just like explaining things?
Yeah, so it's like, I think I don't know exactly the actual definition, but what I do is I just try to explain something out loud as if I was like teaching someone, and that's like the best way to learn. There's a lot of studies on it. So yeah, you just try to like dumb it down so that like a 2-year-old can understand it, you know? Trying to go deeper and deeper, and that gives you like a really good mechanistic understanding of what you're learning.
Very cool.
Yeah.
How do you study for your tests?
Me?
and classes, Erin?
Usually, I like to do as much active recall as I can, like doing practice questions or flashcards as much as I can, especially for memorization-based courses. I got this piece of advice from my like physiotherapist, actually. He also went to UBC, and he said that his grades changed after doing this technique. So he said that every midterm, even if you weren't allowed like a study sheet or a cheat sheet, he would make one anyways and just consolidate all of the knowledge like for that midterm onto one page, so he could kind of like mentally map in his mind like where things were. And he said it worked really, really well for him. So I'm starting to do that, and hopefully my grades improve.
Period.
Yeah. How about you?
I've been trying this new thing this year, especially for like route memorization courses, is I have my list of learning objectives, and then I have a bunch of colors of whiteboard markers, and then I'll just scribble all over the whiteboard and make like a massive mind map. And then actually when I take the test, I can like see the mind map in my mind, and I think it actually genuinely helps. So I would really recommend that if anyone likes to like move around a lot too when they're studying, because I'm like walking back and forth.
Diving right into your portfolio, what do you guys do? What do you guys stand for?
Yeah. So in the academic portfolio, I really try to get away from just being about academic stuff this year.
In the academic portfolio?
Yeah, we have tips and tricks, study sessions and whatnot. But academic is way much more than just academics and what you do in the classroom. It's about maintaining yourself and supporting yourself and finding the help that you need outside with regards to things like mental health, with regards to things like wellness, with regards to knowing who to reach out to if you want help but don't know where to get that help. So that's a big thing for me. really branching out in terms of what it means.
Do you have any good resources for someone who, say, might not be doing so well in their physics class? Perchance.
I would recommend to take a look at a lot of our tip segments that we put together on Insta. So we have a lot of stories that go out every single week with a bunch of study tips, which Naomi was mentioning about, but also just links to resources that you can use, like AMS tutoring, which we often offer events in collaboration with.
Slay. And like you said, like how academic is like much more than just the academics about it. Being a VP, like I know that that's a lot of work. So what do you do to like balance your time? Because that can be a really hard thing.
Funny thing. That was initially a struggle for me starting off the year. I really got into calendars, especially over the Christmas break.
Period.
I had one friend look at his calendar. I see like over 30 different colors on.
Oh,
Yeah.
I've become one of those guys. So really blocking off my day into every single hour to really know that this is what I'm doing in this given time, and I'm not going to let it seep into another aspect of my life. So that's a big thing for me, blocking my time, making sure that it doesn't cave into other parts of my life, which are just as important
Right.
as school or as this position.
Right. How about you?
Yeah, I fully agree. I like live off my calendar. I have, like you said, I have a lot of colors too. Like on Apple Calendar, I have like all the different calendars in different colors. And I'll pretty much block like, you know, the 16 hours I'm awake. I'll have something to do, whether it's like studying or going to class or hanging out with friends. Like I think it's important to schedule your own time in as well. And also like that helps you set time limits. Like you could like work for, like, you could study forever, but if you have like 2 hours, then you're going to stop after 2 hours and then take some time for yourself. And in terms of like time management, I also, I guess just organization in general, like I link my to-do list to my calendar. So when, like, if I ever have like a deadline or a to-do list, I put it on there and then it syncs to my calendar. And so that helps me stay accountable and see all my deadlines there as well.
Still lots of cramming. I
Really?
have to say, I'm still a procrastinator. So
Yeah.
there are times when I'm not doing what I should be doing within that 2 hours.
That's
and
okay.
Yep.
You
Well,
deserve a
it's
little
fine.
break.
Period.
You deserve a little treat.
Get yourself a little sweet treat.
Literally.
My calendar makes me believe otherwise. So that's
No, it's fine. How about you, Talia? How do you balance everything?
Oh, like I don't. TBH. Okay, this semester has been a little bit better, but first semester I kind of got into the mentality of like, oh, if I plan things, then I'll study around them, which like sounds nice, but then I would plan too many things and I just wouldn't study because I'd be too exhausted. So I've had to like spend a lot more time like thinking about what works for me in terms of my schedule. Like now on the weekends, I know that I cannot study at home, so I come here. So I'm here at school. It's like 7 days a week, but it actually like makes it so that it's more efficient. I get to enjoy more time with my friends during the school week. So I think
Slay.
not very
Amazing.
articulate.
No, that was good.
Sorry,
was good.
Joseph.
No, it's all good.
That's not me. It should be Anton.
Sorry, Anton.
It's okay. You'll-
Sorry, Anton.
No,
Sorry,
no.
Anton.
I'm not sorry.
You're not
Oh,
sorry?
period.
No, it should be period. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay, Erin, how do you manage your time? Your Notion is really
Me?
nice.
Okay, guys, here it is. I live by Notion. Like, I will die for Notion. I have been planning every single day of my life since like getting Notion in grade 11. I have a really, really, really comprehensive template. If any of you out there want it,
It's beautiful.
just text me. No, like literally, I will plan. It's not, I'm not crazy. But like every Wednesday I would like plan my next week, and then I'll plan all the readings and stuff I do have to do that weekend. I like time block everything as well. I found that really helpful. Notion also just came out with an app called Notion Calendar. This is not sponsored, by the way.
but it could be.
But it could be.
It could be.
Eric, you have to put the click sound, or Anton, you have to put the clicky sound on the wink. Okay.
Put
Thank
a
you.
little sparkle in our eyes.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. But yeah, Notion is like my go-to for organizing things. But even like aside from like actually physically scheduling things, I just like, this has also been a struggle, but I just need to like remind myself that like I also deserve time off. Like, you know, like we're not machines. We're like people, and we deserve to like have a break. And I know it's like really hard to deal with like that like academic guilt and stuff.
Yep.
But yeah.
But like it's a lot more sustainable too. Like, you know, I've been on the end of burnout, and it's just not healthy if you drive yourself into that. So just like you said, like knowing that this is good for you to take a break. and
Yeah.
that always helps.
For sure.
Oh, Nicholas, you and I have some beef, actually. So, for those of you that don't know, I applied to academic
forward to
portfolio.
finding out.
I applied to academic portfolio. I got an interview. Who was my interviewer was Nicholas, and I didn't get the position. And honestly, I like this one more. No offense.
That's
Oh, tea.
We all
But
find our niche.
like, You know, so what was wrong? Actually,
What was wrong with me?
I'm not gonna make it personal, but do you have like any interview tips or like resume tips, especially because people are applying to jobs right now too? Guys, that was such a good
I would
segue.
say don't be a robot.
Okay.
So yeah, I think really try to cater your answer to the position. Show your passion for the position. Don't be one of those people that sent me a cover letter applying for AVP admin when
I did
I'm
not
an
do
academic
that for the
portfolio.
record. My cover letter was beautiful.
Don't want to be those.
Yeah, that's
could really
fair.
tell. Or wrong name or misspelled name.
Mm.
Really the tiny little details that everybody gets right, but some don't.
Yeah.
Rip.
Yeah, I would say definitely just show, like you said, like your personality. Be honest, like be also eager to learn and be like, if, especially for a job, like be curious and open to learn. In terms of like technicalities for interviews, I'm in co-op, so one of the tips they gave us was always repeat the question back. So like if they ask you a question, say like repeat it back. So for example, ask me a question.
What's your favorite color?
So my favorite color, I would say my favorite color is blue. And it kind of gives you a bit of time to think about your question and it helps you just get started.
That's some fire active listening right there.
Yeah.
No, for real.
And if you're also nervous in interviews, there's like a tip where like you like press on your fingers and it slows your heart rate like that. So if you're someone that gets nervous, that could help you.
It's like biohacking.
Yeah,
Feel it right now.
it helps with your somatic nervous system.
Wow.
Yeah, I didn't know this, and
that's
it
crazy.
helped me so much when I did my interview. So
Is this why when people meditate, they like go like
They, like,
this?
go like that?
honestly,
Oh, maybe.
maybe.
Little guys, we should all Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Do you feel better?
So
I
much
do feel better.
Amazing.
I feel very relaxed.
Enlightened.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you know the purpose of the Om?
No.
No.
I don't either. It's fine.
Oh,
okay. Okay.
Thanks, Joseph.
Oh.
Okay.
Chaos.
Let's talk about more like broader like student life. What is your guys' highlight? You're graduating, so if you look back on your entire, I don't know, academic life, what is your highlight at UBC?
I would definitely say trying new things, which I otherwise wouldn't have. I think the big example for me was just running an election. If I can go back to first or second or even third year, honestly, that was way beyond my comfort zone. Even like coming on this podcast, honestly, if it was a year ago, I probably would not have. So I think definitely like gaining the confidence to just put yourself out there, do something which you wouldn't thought you would have done, because honestly, you might just regret not having done it. You're only being in university once. You're only gonna have that one chance to do that. So like, why regret it? Like, what's the worst thing that can happen?
Yeah. I don't know if it's just you guys, but like everyone has always said to me, these are like the best years of your life. And it like stresses me out sometimes because I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta make it the best years of my life.
Yeah, I actually have like a UBC bucket list that I made in first year, and I'm like slowly taking things off, like storm the wall. I'm doing it this year.
So fun.
Yeah, and I did like the day of the longboat, so I did that this year. So I think having like a little bucket list and making it fun with your friends.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
True.
How many are left?
Like 10, I think. So I've almost gone through all of them. I have one or 2 years left.
Amazing.
Exciting.
Yeah.
Well, you, Dalia, what
Me?
has been your highlight of UBC?
Oh, well, obviously it was meeting you. Like,
Stop.
Anton, you gotta put the hard eyes. Like, but honestly, yeah. Like making friends was like kind of hard for me in high school. So like university, I feel like because there's so many people and there's so many different places where you can meet new people, it's been really fun for me to like branch out and like learn more about myself and also like learn how to like make friends and like make relationships and stuff.
Yeah, how did you guys become friends?
Jumpstart.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
The
you guys
first
go way
day.
back.
Yeah. We go way back.
We go way back last year.
Oh, right. Second year.
Yeah. No, but it was so lucky though. Because like
Yeah.
a lot of people, like they don't really talk to the people they met in Jumpstart at all. But like Talia and I, we like this.
We're locked in.
We like this.
for life.
Yeah.
Like, what
No,
can I say?
Exactly.
that's
Exactly.
I love that.
Thank you,
Brian.
Brian.
I love that too.
Thanks,
Oh,
Joseph.
thanks, Joseph.
Amazing. And we're back.
Wait.
Back.
Okay, yeah.
Or we never left, depending on how you
One
edit
of the
this.
two.
Okay, guys. Do you guys have any hot takes about university? Any like things that you feel are a little controversial?
I have to say 6 courses is pretty good.
Doable?
Yeah, very doable. I've done it.
Really?
Done it 3 of my last 4 terms.
How?
What?
It's about finding the balance, but it's honestly really doable. You learn how to really make sacrifices, be fine with making
Like chemistry
sacrifices, you know,
versus
like
physics kind of thing.
throw that one course out the door, deal with it in the end. Like I've been there, done
Where there's
that.
a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Nicholas, are one of those courses 1-credit labs?
No.
Wow.
Tons of 18 credit terms. Right
Wait.
now I'm amidst one.
I thought that you got like limited.
Because I'm doing honors, I'm allowed to like
Oh.
max everything.
Damn.
I was actually in 21 credits until I dropped nursing 180.
One term.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to take that class.
Dropped it.
actually. I heard it's good.
It is
It's
good.
so good.
Learn about relieving the stress.
Oh, is that the stress
First
relief
one, yeah.
course? Ah, sounds nice.
That sounds
I
good.
could use that.
But I have more stress by having an extra course.
Oh, that's fair.
Mm.
That's fair.
Do you have any hot takes about university, Erin?
Hot takes about university? Some people aren't as friendly as, they seem.
Facts.
There's tons of events that are like, come network and meet new people, but then when you get there, it's like low-key a little bit exclusive.
Mm-hmm.
Calling out a major?
No
Oh.
major
No
in
major.
particular.
Oh.
Just people.
Yeah, just like, I'm just trying to survive in this environment, and like, there's people who are not willing to share their resources.
Yeah.
But what can you do, really? Most people
Yeah.
are super nice, though, honestly. Like, in all, like, the places, like, I've, like, immersed myself into, like, SUS and, like, my clubs and stuff, everyone is super nice. It's just, like, those one-off
Snakes.
days. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
snakes.
Well, no,
Those
those
are
are all
good.
in solder. So,
Guys, I'm a half SUS.
oh, sorry, BMM. Love you.
It's okay. It's okay.
Maybe
Yeah.
like a lizard.
No snake.
A
vibes.
lizard.
A
We're good.
lizard.
A little chameleon.
Ooh, that's kind of cute.
Yeah.
Like Pascal.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cute.
Anyways.
Guys, I hate it when people talk about the test after the test.
I hate
Oh,
that.
yeah, I hate it,
Yeah.
too.
Everyone-
I love that.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, oh, but then I know I did so good. But the
Yeah.
thing,
then you also know if you did so bad.
yeah, and then there's nothing you can do about
it
it.
just stresses me out because it's
Yeah.
just like you can't know for sure right then and there if what you said is correct, and it's just
Yeah.
people like arguing about like how more
All
right
your
they
friends
are.
could be wrong, and you could be
Yeah.
right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Just block it out.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just walk
Yeah.
out and forget about it.
Oh, the worst is when you're going into a test or you just come out of a test and that person goes, oh, that was so easy and I didn't even study.
Ooh.
No.
Literally, though.
I remember walking out of the Math 100 final, and these guys were talking, and they were like, "Oh, maybe I got a 92 instead of a 95 after all." And I was like,
Girl.
"Okay."
It's not high school.
Really? Yeah. What the heck, man?
Guys, I don't know what it was. I thought I was so special. I thought that my grades would not go down. I was like, okay, everyone else can drop 15-20%, but I won't
And I was
because
humbled.
I'm special.
Oh yeah, especially math.
I'm not special, guys.
Do you guys remember like what exam or midterm like humbled you first?
Yeah, it was math 103.
Mm-hmm.
It was really bad because our midterm was online and the average was like 38 or something. I got a 25. No, that was really bad. There was like an uprising in that course for that year. So
Fair enough.
Goodness.
Yeah,
I would uprise if I got a
Yeah.
25,
Yeah,
honestly.
what the heck?
it was rough.
I hate
About the process, not about the result.
that. No.
Mm.
You know what?
They
You're so
don't-
right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's out of like 15.
Yeah. Yeah. Those profs, it's like out of 20 and it's worth 20%.
I hate that.
That's
Great
One
job.
mark
crazy.
per percent.
Like,
That's crazy. Oh my goodness. No, ours is probably Chem 1, 2, 3.
oh, yeah.
Like, we vividly remember that day, like, so clearly. It was, like, one of those 7 p.m. midterms, so it was at night. All of us were in, like, different buildings taking the exam.
Molecular model sets.
No, we
no,
are
no.
firmly against buying those things.
Oh, yeah.
It's expensive and unnecessary.
Yeah, I have one collecting dust.
Oh, yeah. No, but, like, we all, like, as first years, we just, like, met up at the dining hall, and all of us, like, didn't talk for, like, 10 minutes. We were
Yeah.
just sitting in silence.
Yeah, we all just looked at each other and we
Just
were like,
accepting
how do
the
you
defeat.
feel? Literally. Oh.
Yeah.
No, we sat outside of the test room. We stood outside like waiting for everyone to come and we were just like,
But you know what? We persevered.
we persevered.
and now we're here.
I called my mom that night, like after the test. I was like sobbing into the phone. I was like, I don't know what more I can do. I did all the chirp questions and everything.
Chirp.
Oh,
Sometimes it's just not enough.
Yeah.
I was so humbled that day.
No. Same.
Do you have any like classes that like or like for sure you got? Like I know some people are like, oh, I'm so good at like physics. I just know that I've got it. I wish that could be me. I fight for my life in every single class.
What about you?
I love microbiome courses.
Oh, yeah.
It's just, I think it's part of taking it during the pandemic is just like really interesting, where it's like not all about math or not all about chemistry. It's like so many different things, like bio, a bit about healthcare, a bit about like so many different things, a bit about biochem. I just really, really love it. It's not about memorizing every single detail.
Right.
It's about like the big picture.
Yeah, I've also really enjoyed like bio and microbiome, and that's I feel like where I fit in. I do pretty well. Not the
Amazing.
chem, not the math.
Fair.
But yeah. What about you?
Me, I wouldn't say there's like a class that I've like got, you know, like completely. It's still a grind for all of them. But my favorite, it's not even a science course. My favorite is my business courses. Mostly because like I'm like kind of more of an English person, so I really, really like communicating like and writing and reading and presenting, that kind of thing. But yeah, that's about it. I do
Yeah.
not got my science courses, but I'm trying real hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got this.
I really, guys, I took an engineering course for fun last semester.
For fun.
AppSci 160. It's like engineering programming, and it was like my favorite course I've ever taken, and so that's what made me take 110, like CS 110, and I've really been enjoying that course too. So I don't know, like
So why don't you switch?
because I don't want to do math.
That's so fair though.
I
That's so
can't.
fair, though.
If I had 8 years to do the math, then I could do it. But realistically, with a full course load, like last semester, I took math, and I think it probably took up like 3/5 of my study time.
Yeah.
And your credits expire after 7 years too.
They do?
Do they?
Oh, yeah.
Joseph knows.
Yeah.
Oh, you
So if you did 8 years of math, you go back to take first year.
You're 4 years older than us?
No, Joseph's like a super senior.
Oh,
Like 7th, 6th year?
I see.
No, 6 years.
6th year.
Even older than me, Joseph.
I know.
Joseph.
Joseph.
Okay, guys, let's go a little bit back since, Nicholas, you're graduating and we're all getting kind of old.
Oh, don't age us.
So what did you guys want to be when you were growing up? Like, as a child?
Ooh, we talked about this, but I wanted to be a chef because of Ratatouille.
Oh.
I would cook all the time.
Stop.
Clearly that didn't happen. Didn't work out. I wanted to go to like chef school or whatever, culinary school.
That's so cute.
With the bread.
With the bread.
The bread.
Oh my goodness.
But yeah, that's what I want to be.
Slay, how about you?
Not over yet.
True,
Still
you could
time.
still.
Full.
I wanted to be a sports agent.
Mm.
I'm not the most athletic, so I felt like it was a way to connect interests and become really, really rich.
Nice.
So that would be cool.
Nice. Do you know what sport?
Either hockey or soccer. Probably
Nice.
soccer
Very
because
Canadian
Europe.
of you.
Yeah.
True.
True.
How about you?
Oh, I wanted to be lots of things. I wanted to be a dance teacher by night and a regular teacher by day. And I also
school,
wanted
uni.
to be a doctor all at the same time. That was when I was like 5.
Nice.
And then literally all my life, I've always thought that I was going to be a doctor and go to med. And so now it's kind of weird because I've been like reevaluating that a lot. You know
Is
what I
that
mean?
still in the cards for you, do you think?
Like maybe. I think that I could go do like psychiatry perchance. Like sorry.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. But, it's the spit I've been doing, but
It's not a bit. It's not a bit.
anyway, no, I thought I'm still thinking about it, but
Nice.
I just don't think that I'm. Oh wait, I don't know if I should say anything because what if the med school see this and they want to apply?
Blacklisted.
Anyways, no. Long story short, maybe, but also there's so many other things I want to do. I want to do like either UX UI or maybe like science communications
Nice.
or like I don't know. I want to do something creative and sciencey.
Are you gonna take the MCAT still?
Perchance.
Perhaps.
Fun time.
Yeah, perhaps.
Yeah.
How about you?
What do you want?
Me? Okay, so as a child, I don't know why, because I could not draw for my life, but I really wanted to be an artist. But I forgot the word for artist. So I put it, like, whenever we did, like, what career do you want, I would always put art teacher. And then, like, I saw on the wall one day, this other girl wrote artist, and I was like, oh, dang.
What is that?
Dang, I think that's the word that I was looking for. No, but I distinctly remember, like, the day I decided it was not going to work anymore, because they asked me to draw a polar bear, and I couldn't do it. And I almost cried, but it's okay. That's the day I decided I need to reevaluate my options, and that's when the artist dream died.
Aww.
It's okay, guys. We're in a better place now.
So what do you want to do now?
Me? I don't know. Not research, medicine, or academia, which is really tough with all of everything going on. But that's kind of why I chose to do the business degree as well. So I actually I see myself more working in a more corporate administrative environment. Not that I don't love science, I do think it's super cool, but I'm more hoping that my neuroscience degree will supplement my business degree and kind of give me a leg up in the biotech world or the science business
There's
world.
so many industry-based jobs where you can apply business and things.
Exactly. Something like that. Yeah. Actually, that leads into a question, because this is something that we have discussed a lot. But we personally have found that there aren't a ton of opportunities to network, reach out, get information about careers that don't involve research, medicine, and academia. So that is something we would love to ask you about, if you guys have any things in mind or any resources for those kind of people.
Well, I mean, we just had a panel that we planned with our working group about, it was a panel of speakers from different industries. So that was a great networking event for students to hear what is out there, like you were saying, not just in academia, because I feel like in university, it's very research heavy, and even me, I still don't know what else is out there. So it was just nice to hear from people that are working those other jobs. There's a lot of events like that to look out for, where you can speak with them one-on-one. Do you have any other
careers nights? A lot of the time, people from so many different backgrounds. So I know in our major, there's one coming up next week where they invited alumni from all these different industries. So not like profs and not doctors, which is kind of typical amongst many events. So I think that's a big thing, really. If we're in positions like these in SUS, really trying to offer those types of opportunities to people and making the most of it when they do come up.
Yeah. And there's also the UBC Career Center. They have people you can talk to about post-graduation, where you want to take your career. I think they have kind of career counseling that you can do. I recently found out about that. Have you guys heard of any other ones?
I mean, I definitely have seen you guys advertise those events and stuff, and they seem really, really good.
Yeah, we should pull up to the next one.
We should definitely pull up to the next one.
Yeah.
What is your favorite spot to study on campus?
Oh, don't gatekeep.
Don't gatekeep.
Don't gatekeep.
For real.
We already have one.
Don't
of
say
those in
IKB too.
Yeah, because hot take again. I actually hate IKB. It's so busy.
Controversial.
So busy. There's always so much shuffling and rappers and
That's
stuff.
true.
Then where do you like to study?
A lot in the bio building actually. I feel like the ventilation is nice there.
It's gotten really busy.
Yeah,
That's
people
true.
keep finding that place out and sitting there.
And now all these viewers at home are also gonna find it out.
So, but you know what? You can go. I
Or
have
maybe
some
we
other
tricked you.
spots. Oh,
Maybe we tricked them.
the bio building is the best place.
True.
Floor 5.
Sneaky list.
How about you? Where do you like to study?
I really like LSI. I haven't gone there recently. It's the Life Sciences Institute with all the labs.
It's
It's
so far.
open
Far.
atrium, natural light.
Mm.
It's really nice, as opposed to some dark spaces with just yeah.
Speaking
True.
of dark spaces, I feel like this is, again, controversial, but I like the corner basement. I like to go down there because it's so quiet. There's no shuffling, and they have little cubicles. So if you really want to get deep work done, I like going there. People say it's dingy and depressing, but I kind of like it.
I've never been.
No,
wow.
I recommend.
Yeah, I feel like studying without windows actually low-key makes me lock in harder because I'm not concerned with how much time is passing. I'm just so focused on my work.
And little cubicles, it's like blinders on the horses, you know? like you can't see anything.
Literally.
It's great. Just you and your computer.
Yeah.
Literally.
And the world.
No, for our finals, we grinded for 12 hours straight in one room.
We would come to school. Oh, sorry.
No, it was not good. It was not good, but we got the work done.
Yeah.
But we would get to school at 10 a.m. and then go to the School of Population and just use one of the general classrooms.
Yeah.
We would literally stay there and we would go home at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
We all packed our lunch, we all had our snacks, and we would just
Commitment.
sit down, put our headphones on. There were a few moments of deliriousness,
Oh yeah.
but other than that, yeah, we probably.
Did you take breaks in between?
No.
No? No Pomodoro action?
No, there was no Pomodoro.
There was no time.
There was no time.
It was a lot
grind.
of crying and yelling at our computer.
Yeah. That's
Oh,
okay.
That's when the
Goodness.
rage really comes out. When
Yeah.
it's
Literally.
We were studying
Go
for
time.
Chem 233, so it was a lot
Yeah.
of
Ooh.
Oh, do you guys have any?
Sherman.
That's a rough course.
Oh, we had
That-
J. But
Nice, nice.
do you guys have any dumb or not dumb. No, nothing
Dumb?
is dumb.
Nobody's dumb.
But like silly study like things that you believe actually help, because I have so many like isms.
You wanna go first?
Can't think of anything that does help that's out there, but like something that's out there which I think doesn't help is flashcards. I've
You don't
never,
like flashcards?
I hate flashcards.
I love
Really?
flashcards.
They
I
took
like
so
flashcards
long to
too.
make. They're like,
I hate flashcards.
yeah, I hate
find this
flashcards. I
one-
can never wrap my head
Wait,
around
but have
it.
you ever tried Anki though?
Anki
I
is
know.
so
I tried for
good.
Anki when
Really?
studying for the MCAT, and
I think
Wow.
it's
not it.
selective things, like things that are rote memory, like yes,
Yeah.
but when you have to learn like pathways and concepts, I don't agree with flashcards.
Mm.
Like especially for like microbiology, like 308, like the pathways that you can't turn that into a flashcard. So
Yeah.
I
Definitely.
think being wise with what resources you use
For sure.
and
Yeah.
tailoring it to what the content is your course.
For sure.
I just feel like it takes too much time. You have the
Yeah,
notes in
there's-
front of
there's
you,
that
just use
too.
them.
No, what
part
are
of
the
the
Why, like-
studying
But
is
then you're
making it.
studying,
Yeah.
while you make it.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
agree.
That's what I was
Yeah.
saying. Because like one of my routines is that, well, I used to make flashcards for every single course, and obviously I figured out it's not worth
No,
it, right?
not
So
for
I
every
only
course.
started doing that for my route memorization
Yeah.
courses, like neurosci 200 and that kind of thing. And like my routine is that after the lecture,
Yep.
like in the evening before I go to bed, I'll go over the lecture that just happened
While making
flashcards,
Yeah.
and that kind of like I go through the lecture one more time in my
Yeah.
head before I go to bed, and it kind of like reinstates that. But yeah.
In terms of like silly little things, this probably does nothing, but like I like eat the same type of chocolate before every
Oh my
midterm.
gosh.
Like I have this specific
I
type
like the
of
way you
chocolate
think.
and I eat a little bit before every midterm.
What
And I
is
feel
it?
like it's so random. It's like they sell it at grocery checkout. I forget, it's like the squares.
The Ritter one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just buy like the praline chocolate one or whatever, and I just have like a couple squares, and I feel like I just
Oh, that's good.
I don't know.
That's
Yeah.
good.
That actually reminded me.
Yeah.
On the note of like food or something.
Yeah.
I always open a can of Coke in the middle of the
Interest-
lecture hall
in the
during a
middle?
midterm.
What?
Oh.
So I open it.
I have more beef with you now. Ooh.
Exert dominance.
Ooh. Do you like sip it and you like burp really loudly?
Not one of those.
not
I have
that
manners.
No, but like you can hide it. Oh, I'm sorry. I keep wanting to promote academic dishonesty. I'm like, you can like burp out like the answers. Like set it up with your friends. like you know, or just be like the mitochondria. You know what I mean?
That's so funny. Okay, tell us about
Oh,
yours.
guys, I have so many. I swear by these things too. I take every exam having to pee just a little bit.
Oh.
Because so before the exam I'll like drink enough water so that I'm like, oh, I have to pee, but like I can hold
like
it.
fill the blank.
Because I feel like it makes me like lock in harder because my whole
Oh,
body
yeah.
is like
Yeah.
my whole body is already like you
My
know?
roommate does that before she goes to sleep, so she'll wake up because her
Oh.
alarms will ring. I'm calling her out right now, but she knows it. Brianna, if you're watching this, her alarms will ring. I'm not kidding, for like 50 minutes. Like she has different sounds that go off, like different. Like she has like a seashell like by the ocean, and then like other. It's insane.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
thing I wake up before her because
Yeah.
it's really.
Oh my goodness. Oh, also I have a lot of silly mnemonics. Like, you know, you might cut this out, but the Jones like reagent, how it's longer than the PCC one or PC whatever. So then we go Jones.
No, it actually. This
is
is what
longer.
happens when you stay in one classroom without windows for 12 hours. This is what we start to do.
So we just look at each other and be like, guys, it's Jones.
But I've heard that's good though. Like the crazier the better. 'cause then
Yeah.
it'll stick.
I remember it still.
Yeah.
No, literally.
Nothing else from that course other than the Jones reagent.
Make me remember what Jones reaction is.
Anyways, that's a fun little study too.
Yeah. Do you have any mnemonics, Erin?
Oh, I used to have so many for like all the functional groups and stuff, but I completely forgot them, so I don't know how helpful they were.
Well, you know how like an ester has an O in it? So
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when I read it, I go, oh, Esther. And then I remember it.
No, so valid. I feel like I do that too.
Oh, we have the reticular formation.
Reticular formation.
Like in the exam, acting things
Yeah.
out. Like
No, literally, you'll see me in the exam and I'm like this because I try to remember all the different things in my brain. I'll be like, oh, the medulla. Like,
Oblongata.
yeah, literally. Oh,
Anyways,
oh, like. But I feel like it works because
Yeah.
I still remember it now.
literally.
Period.
That was too funny. That was too funny.
Yeah.
Here's these.
Oh goodness. Okay, let's take a calming
Little
moment.
zen
Let's take a little moment.
Speaking of umming, what is your favorite way to de-stress?
I literally knew you were gonna ask that question.
That was me for physics.
What's your favorite way to de-stress, guys?
I have to say, my favorite way to de-stress is to just spend time with friends and the people I care about. Honestly, not to spend too much time thinking about what I want to do when I de-stress, just like whatever honestly comes up.
Yeah.
So I feel like the whole planning thing of like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that is itself maybe
Yeah.
stressful. So just whatever comes up, be natural, spontaneous about it.
Yeah, I like to go to the gym. I feel like a lot of people do. It just gets like all your anger out, you know, when you're like lifting the
Oh, for
weights.
sure.
I don't
So
know.
fair.
Yeah.
Jones!
No, it's longer though. You have to say the O longer. Jones, you know? Because it's a longer reaction. If you're in Chem 233, you're welcome. Because you're never going to forget it now.
I have a cramp.
No.
Jones.
You're like, "Dong."
You have like a fury in your eyes.
Your eyes like
The rage.
Oh my
I
lord.
need that footage.
Jones! Like, I've never seen. Oh my god. Okay, guys.
Yeah, but do you have a special question to ask for us?
Got out all the emotions. On that note, do you guys know about any other degree types you could maybe pursue in undergrad? Like,
No, I'm not quite sure.
No,
you.
tell me more.
you're in the right place.
Oh,
Yeah.
lucky
You
me.
want to talk a bit
So
about
lucky.
honors?
Yeah, it's a great experience. You can like pursue your degree in a practical way, toil in the lab for 20 hours a week on top
Oh.
of classes. No, to be honest, it's really, really helpful if you're not sure if you want to pursue grad school, but also if you're not sure if you want to take an entire year off from courses. Yeah, so I'm doing an honors degree in a lab off campus. And I think it really inspired me I think in the early years of my undergrad, I mainly just wanted to pursue med, but now I want to do both med and a PhD.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't think I would have really been as motivated to pursue that if I didn't pursue an honors degree and kind of get that perspective.
Do you,
Extra credits.
do you
So, yeah.
know what the requirements for honors are?
There's actually no real specific requirements, and that's actually a good question because from my own perspective, I did actually fewer credits in my first year, and I was able to still ask them to move me into honors in my third year. So honestly, if you just show that you're trying hard in your later years, that maybe you've shown academic improvement, taken more courses than you did originally, you can honestly easily switch to honors. And that's just a matter of finding a lab, finding a supervisor, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and then there's also adding a minor if like you have another area of interest that you want to, you know, explore. And I feel like it gives you another, like instead of taking just a bunch of electives, you're like focusing into something, and then you get that extra like credit on your degree. So like if someone's just doing a major, consider adding a minor if you have another interest or just want to get another title of credit for the course that you're doing. Then there's also co-op. It's not a degree type, but it's like part of your degree. I highly recommend. My experience so far has been great. Have you guys ever considered co-op?
We both want to do it.
Yes, I
Could you tell us
recommend.
more about what you're doing for co-op?
Yeah.
So I got my first co-op job starting in May. I'm going to be doing leukemia cancer research.
Wow, that's so cool.
With BC Cancer. Yeah, and so the whole
Wow.
process has been really enlightening on just like the job search process, like, you know, resumes, cover letters, interviews, which was really good because you have a coordinator who's there to guide you along the way. They give you lots of helpful information with like workshops and stuff, and then they give you like interview tips like the ones I was sharing. They'll like give you direct feedback. They'll edit your resume for you, which is great. And I think just going through that makes me feel more prepared for after I graduate. And you also have connections too, like with the PIs you're going to work with or the people you're going to work with.
How was applying for co-op? Like, was it a process?
Yeah, so you basically you have to submit like an application. So you submit your version of your resume, and then you answer some questions, and you have like an intake interview. It was very simple. It's like, tell me about yourself, strengths and weaknesses, like very simple. And then they just email you if you get in. I don't think it's not really competitive, I don't think. As long as they feel that you're ready to learn, they'll pretty much accept you. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good advice,
Yeah.
because I'm a little scared, I can't lie, for co-op.
And especially if you're interested in more like industry-based jobs like you were talking about, I think co-op's a great way to explore that. Because you get like up to 16 months of work, so you can take like 4 different jobs and just see like where you fit in and what you enjoy.
So cool.
That was pretty epic.
Has it ever happened, actually, like where you apply to co-op, you get in the program, but you don't get a job? Like, is that a thing? Or are you gonna get a job kind of thing?
I mean, they're there to help you, so they will, do as much as they can to help you get a job. And there's so many jobs, like on the Scope, it's called. It's the search engine database that you use. And most people get a job. Like our coordinator was saying, it's very rare if you don't. Some people have to do like 30 interviews, to get a job, but it's really about the work that you put in. If you do it early, like I did, you're more likely to get a job.
Amazed. So Joseph is giving me the science to wrap up, so we'll wrap up now. But first, before we go, what are some key takeaways in academic experience that you think that every student should know?
I think the big takeaway for me, from my own undergrad, is keeping in mind your passions. And so if you think about how life in uni is so stressful, you don't really have that much time on your hands. You're really trying to make everything come together. It's going to be a lot easier if you're really pursuing your passions, if you're taking courses that you really, really enjoy, if you're not just pursuing extracurriculars just to put on the CV, but are actually doing things which you really, really love and which are preparing you to find out things about yourself that prepare you for your future. I think that's a big thing for me. I've really tried to pursue things that I really, really love and that use skills which I'm passionate about and talents which I'm passionate about. And that at the end of the day, it doesn't really feel like what I'm doing is a burden. It honestly is really enjoyable. So I think that's a big thing for me.
That was very inspirational.
Yeah, that's really good advice.
You're speaking facts, Nicholas.
Words. Thanks, Brian.
I hate when I say so.
Anyways.
Okay. Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Just do what interests you, and then again, just try new things that you wouldn't have thought you would, have done. Like there's so many like, poster presentations and research opportunities. Like just try it all. Like it's so easy to have imposter syndrome, but just know that everyone is in your shoes and fake it till you make it. Like I didn't think I would be able to work in a lab, and now I'm gonna go do it. So I think just believing in yourself and knowing that you're capable of more than you think.
Wow,
that was so nice.
Yeah, thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us today.
Of course.
Yes. We really loved all the advice that you gave us, and we'll definitely be taking it into account for the rest of our degree.
Yeah.
So without further ado, stay sus
with us.
Bye.
Jones.
Can we actually try it?
Yeah.
A wimboy,
A wimboy, a wimboy, a wimboy, a wimboy, a wimboy, a wimboy, a wimboy, a wimboy.